What's up guys, it's Deepak Shukla here again, co-founder at Serpwizz. Head over to serpwizz.com to get your free instantly actionable SEO report. And today we're back going through the report to talk about time to interactive and its importance to your mobile page speed and therefore your SEO overall. So if you've got this time to interactive and you want to discuss it with a client potentially, especially if you've got, a development-led agency, then what it stands for is the time to interactive being the amount of time it takes for a page to become fully interactive. So really what that means is that a page can appear to be ready, but then when you try and interact with it, it is not ready, and that can create a quite frustrating user experience, especially if you've got lots of interactive elements on your web page. Then it does become pretty important. So really thinking about how long this is, and generally these are all very tightly correlated, right? So you want your time to interactive to come down, and it will in line with your FCP, your speed index, your LCP, and then your TBT, total blocking time, which we'll come to in another video. So if we jump into the report here, again, it's a metric that's tracked in Lighthouse reports, and as it says here, some sites optimize content visibility at the expense of interactivity, and this creates basically a bit of a crappy experience because it looks like it's ready, but then it's like not ready. And TTI measures useful content, which is measured by the first contentful paint. Event handlers are registered for most. The time the page responds to, and when the page responds to user interactions within 50 milliseconds, okay? And that's basically how it will determine, or what it is measuring. So user interactivity and event handlers, I don't know what that is, if I'm being honest with you. So we'll jump into, here we go. This is quite useful. The TTI score is a comparison of your page's TTI and the TTI from real websites. If your website's TTI is 2.2 seconds, your TTI score is 99. So we've got we're slow. We're ridiculously slow because we're over 7.3. And if we jump into some of the Google things, it's a non-standardized web performance progress metric defined as a point in time when the last long task is finished and was followed by 5 seconds of network and main thread interactivity, which is what time to interactive means, meaning that it's ultimately the last time something that took ages was finished, and ultimately it's followed by I don't even know specifically what that means, but we know that a good time is less than 5 seconds on average mobile hardware. That's the next thing that we do know. And then if we jump into how is it for SEO, we get the web dev thing that comes up. So let's just have a look at this and the new time to interactive metric. 53% of people will abandon a mobile site if it takes more than 3 seconds to load. Yet the actual sites in the study often took more than 22 seconds to load. Okay, so the difference between page load speed and time to interactive. Page load is the time it takes to download the entire content of a web page. Time to interactive is when it becomes functional. Okay, so functionality versus time to load. Okay, time to interactive. Why has it been created? Ultimately, it's about interaction, obviously, and you want to shave off users' wait times because then they can start interacting with your site. Getting started with TTI. How is it different from the rail model of performance? Response animation idle when load. So there you go. Classes is good TTI. Here we can. So basically, improvements are pretty similar across the board. Lazy load off-screen images. Images what aren't important to the user's first contact won't load until the user scrolls down. Okay. Think about this issue at design time. Select fonts, visual elements, and page structure that allows for a faster user experience. So there you have it, guys. I apologize if that wasn't the most in-depth explanation of time to interactive. There's certainly things that I'm stronger at and weaker at, and arguably I'm not as strong as a time to interactive, but I feel that there's enough there for you to pass it over to your development team and certainly be able to talk about it with your client to the extent of how that has a developmental impact, and therefore you can discuss that in terms of work. So that is time to interactive for you guys. Catch you in the next one.